Good day, everyone, and welcome to Weather News with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Looking at the watches and warnings for today. Right now, we have a couple of new ones. We already know flooding is still going on all the way in these areas from up in Wisconsin all the way down through parts of Illinois, moving on down to Missouri, Arkansas, and even Louisiana. You guys are still under this catastrophic flooding event. It should end coming up in a few days. But we've got this other big storm that is off of my coast this morning right now. It's raining cats, dogs, and bullfrogs, folks, okay? And it has been for a while. So they have put up flood advisories and warnings up in New Jersey and Delaware, parts of Pennsylvania, also down in the Washington, D.C. area. Now, if you are in any of these areas, you really need to pay attention. I'm not saying you're going to flood out, but you may get some flooding, especially because the winds with this storm on the backside of it, they're going to cause probably some beach erosion somewhere, and they're going to be anywhere from 35 to 40 miles per hour. I'll put it that way so you can understand it better. So, I mean, it's not going to be drastic wind, but it's going to be enough to cause a problem. Now, if you're in the dark green areas from Washington, Baltimore, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Reading, Allentown, Morristown, all the way up in these darker green areas, you are under a coastal flood warning. Now, if you're in the lighter green, say from Salisbury, Georgetown, Dover, Atlantic City, Philly, Trenton, these lighter green areas, you are under a coastal flood advisory. So if you come across somewhere there's water on the road, please don't drive through it, turn around, and don't drown. And we also have flood warnings up in Montana, parts of Washington State and Oregon, over in South Dakota, and we have 5 counties still over in Nebraska. And also in Wyoming, we have a few counties that are under all of this flood mist also, including one county in California. Over in Utah, this is primarily in the mountainous higher elevation areas. You guys could get another foot of snow, and right in here we have a winter storm warning that runs through parts of Colorado. Also, we have a winter storm advisory over in Nevada and California. And when we come up to New York, what in the world is going on here? This is looking like it's probably mostly in the mountainous areas of New York and also in Vermont. Now, if you are up in the northern parts of New York and possibly some places in Vermont, the heavy snow, you could get up to 5 to 10 inches. It's possible your wind gust as high as 35 miles per hour. This is going to create some blowing and drifting snow for Friday night. And you are under this winter storm watch now from late tonight through Saturday morning. As we move on to some other sections coming down right here, you can see all of the areas right here. Okay, heavy snow is possible. Total accumulations 3 to 8 inches. Your wind gust as high as 40. This is in Pennsylvania, northern Wayne counties, and New York and Broome and Delaware counties. You can see the areas right up in here. If you live here, please be aware of this. You've got some snow on the way. Now, as we take a look at the NAM map, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, you can see right now where all of the rain is at. Now, this is going to move up the coast, should be in the Boston area by midnight tonight. Now, so far as the flooding that's going on, I just showed you on the map, that's been so historic and catastrophic, and so many people have lost their homes, lost everything they had. Some have lost their lives. That should not be from additional rainfall. That should just be from the snow melt as it continues in effect for today. This map will take us through the next 2.5 to 3 days, so let's turn it on And the main weather threat today is this developing coastal low pressure system off of the North Carolina coast today. Now, it's going to track to the East Coast through today and into tomorrow. Moderate to locally heavy rainfall is going to accompany this system across the mid-Atlantic and northeast, with the flash flooding a big threat. Now, I've already showed you all of that. Now, a handful of the flood watches are in effect across parts of the mid-Atlantic, and accumulating snowfall is also possible well inland across portions of the interior northeast. Gusty winds are also likely across the mid-Atlantic and northeast into the weekend as the storm develops as it moves up the coast. Now, I've seen a lot of places that have, or a lot of models rather, showing some light snow in West Virginia, but it's looking like it's going to be mostly rain now. But some portions of Pennsylvania, probably later on after the weekend, maybe Monday or Tuesday, you might have a small 30% chance of some snow at that time. Now, meanwhile, we got a cold front moving into the Four Corners region today, and it's going to continue to produce rain and mountain snows across parts of the Southwest and into the Southern Rockies today. As moisture gets drawn northward from the Pacific ahead of the cold front, precipitation is expected to spread into parts of southern and central plains by tomorrow as well. Now, we have another cold front, my friends, that's going to enter the west coast states by late tomorrow and bring more rain and higher elevation snows to California, the Pacific Northwest, and parts of the interior west this weekend. And I showed you that a while ago. They're going to be, and you can see them on the map now, moving across parts of Utah and Nevada and a few other places like in Idaho. We still do have this flooding going on. Once again, as I've said, this catastrophic historic flooding from Missouri and the Mississippi River basins, they will continue, but it's not from additional rain. It is just from snowmelt now, but that can lead the potential for ice jams, okay? So you've got warmer temperatures there, the snow is melting, ice jams can occur, more flooding can still occur, so please be aware of that. Please subscribe, click my picture down in the bottom right hand corner, click the bell, then click or check off all or email notifications to ensure you get the latest in weather news, forecast, watches, warnings, and any storms that may be coming up in the future for your area. I would appreciate that a whole lot. And if you have any weather pictures that you'd like to send in to share with all of us, please click show more at the bottom of this video. Scroll down and you will find an email address to send them to. Everybody have a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day. Don't forget now, coming up on the backside of this low pressure system that's formed off my coast this morning, it's going to be windy along the beach shorelines. You're going to have gusts of winds. Plus, you could have some flooding in those areas all the way up from D.C., Delaware, New Jersey, maybe parts of Long Island, and some snow on the backside of it for parts of Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine later on, probably by the late weekend time for Maine anyway, or maybe possibly Monday. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and peace, love, and kindness to each of you.